Alright, it's day 6 of the series. It's currently Monday, the 12th of January, and I took one trade for my eval, and I ended up passing that, and we're going to take a look at that here. I do not have a pre-market analysis. I was playing ARC Raiders, didn't do any of that. I literally did it like 5 minutes into market open. Looking into the day, we open and we run higher. I was looking for this high right here on Asia to be swept like today, but I didn't expect it at open because I'm looking at this market maker buy model. And let me yes. So yeah, on ES we can see that we already swept yesterday's AM low, or I think pretty much just yesterday's low overnight during London session, and NQ did not get that, so NQ created an SMT at the bottom here, and look, there we are, got one right there, and I'm looking for a reversal into Asia high. At open, we get Asia high instantly. And when we look at it on the 1 minute, literally one candle straight to Asia high. So at this rate, I'm just waiting for some kind of setup to go long because I'm looking for 996 as my draw on liquidity because we have equal highs up here and ES has its all-time highs at the top. So I'm looking for a setup, and we wait a little bit. I see this 5 minute open up. I'm looking for either a 5 minute tap to go long, or I'm looking for a 15-30 second short to into the 5 minute, right? Because it's a unmitigated 5 minute, right? And as you see, we sweep this high right here, and we break lower on this displacement candle. So let's take a look at. If we zoom back here, we can see on TradeWay, after we sweep this high, this external high, we displace back down, sweeping this internal low, right? And we make a breaker block, and then it turns into a unicorn. We leave two fair value gaps here. This fair value gap, this 15-second fair value gap, is also a 30-second fair value gap. So it lined up with the entry, and I entered in at the breaker, and I targeted a static like 1R, right? I'm targeting only 25 points here to get half of my eval to be passed, and then my stop was at this high to invalidate the trade. Got tagged in and dumped down in less than a minute. It's basically like 45 seconds. And you can see made 1,596, and my total amount is 53,015, so that is enough to pass. Then I'm sitting here in the Discord, and I'm looking. I'm sitting here waiting for 996. Okay, we look over. After we sweep, right, we reverse back up, making a 1 minute unicorn, and I'm looking to take this trade on the 1 minute for 996 at 2R. It pretty much lines up perfectly. It's 1.95 RR with the stop at the most recent low. And once I get tagged into that, I'm waiting for that pretty much. And we can see on the 15-second here that we are bull flagging. See where we have a giant displacement up, and then we chop lower into like the 50% range of this displacement. And then I'm looking for a manipulation and then a displacement to make a unicorn and get out, take a trade long. And we get one right here. So I would have entered in, I pinged this in the Discord, and I would have got, if I was taking this on funded, if I had funded the trade, I would have taken this on the 15-second at 95, stop loss at the low, and once this external high was taken, I would have moved my stop to break even. So on this candle right here, once this broke out, I would have moved my stop to break even, which would be like right here, and you can see we dump back down. And if you look at it closely, let me try to move this on the 1 minute chart. If you look at it closely, you can see that this is a market maker buy model, right? Market maker buy model. And then we sweep the external high, and what do? We displace lower, and we make a market maker sell model. And there's liquidity right here. And what is ES doing? An SMT. ES does not sweep its highs over here. Okay, it still has buy side liquidity. ES is weak. It wants to go down. So what do? There's a market maker sell model. We wait for the market maker sell model to complete. We sweep this low right here, and we have a strong displacement back up. Now let's see what that looks like on the 1 minute. ES comes down, sweeps right here, and comes back up. Same with NQ. But we also make a 1 minute SMT. Notice how ES doesn't sweep these lows. ES doesn't sweep these lows, but NQ does. So 1 minute SMT right there. We drop down to the 15-second. I think this also works on the 30-second. Yep, 30-second right there. Still a valid trade. So let's go back to the 15-second. We enter in here at 89.75, where the fair value gap begins, and it's inside the breaker. Our stop loss is at the low, which is at 63.75. That should be a protected low because of SMT, and we already swept. So if we were to see it go lower, then we're going to see it sweep down into this large unmitigated 15-minute gap, right? So we enter here, we wait, and then once this internal high right here at 911 gets taken, that's when I would move my stop loss to break even, and we hold it out all the way to 2R, which is at 40.75. And then jumping back to the 1 minute, our 1 minute unicorn here is still holding, but our 2R is at 996. So we'll see if it hits it today. I'm not sure if it will or not, or it'll just chop around and then maybe take it in the afternoon. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. It's either take it during like the lunch session at 12, or it's gonna wait for the afternoon because we've already pumped up like 200 points since open. So you can expect a lot of chop. So yeah, that's my trade recap for today. This 1 minute trade and the two 15-second trades I posted and I pinged in the Discord as like it's not a signal. I posted it as my trade ideas, and one of them hit. So currently the 1 minute is in a trade. The first 15-second trade hit for break even, and the second 15-second trade hit for full TP, which is 52 points. So if you took that on one mini, that would be like $1,000 pretty much. You'd risk like 500, or you could size down to 5 micros, which is probably what you should do, and you risk $260 to make like 520. That's 2R. Okay, so that's the end of day 6. I hope you guys are really enjoying this series because I know I'm seeing a lot of progress from last week. It's only the beginning of this week, but it's day 6. I'm seeing a lot of from making these videos, I'm starting to understand my own psychology a little bit more, and I'm understanding what I'm doing wrong. Because previously I would just take trades, take losses, and then I would be done for the day. I'd think about it and I'd kind of just like feel bad throughout the day about what I did and like that, oh, I blew my account, or I'm down like $500 or whatever. But I'm starting to feel a little better, but maybe that's because I'm on eval. So we'll start seeing throughout the week this week when I'm on funded again.